This free stream of the BBC is available to you from Vermont Public Radio, and you can support us now at vpr.org. And thanks.
Trying to understand East Germany, to remember that it had been under Soviet control for so long, and that necessarily they haven't got the same investment as maybe the west of Germany had for so many years.
Yeah, of course I understand that. I mean, everybody wanted to have a bit of the wealth within his lifetime. And a lot of young people left because the 90s were so poor, and they went to Switzerland, Austria, or Western Germany, and they are gone, and we don't see them again. And we are missing them now as the next generation of parents. I mean, that enforces our demographic problem. So elderly people here get the impression we are dying out. So that makes them a bit nervous, I guess.
So we popped into the Eckstein Cafe Bar and Restaurant in the Neustadt quarter. We just want to get a sense of what people are talking about when it comes to the cost of living here.
Hallo, darf schon was zu trinken sein?
Lusan, she's 22 and she works here.
Ja, Mango, Apfel.
Lusan, what are people talking about your age when they talk about the cost of living?
We talk about that the prices are increased very much, and also talk how we can save money or use our money for things we also want to enjoy, like travel in our age is very important also, I think, and we don't want to save all our money just because maybe next year we have to pay a bigger bill for our electricity at home, for example.
And what have you noticed in terms of prices? What has gone up for you the most?
The gas for car, gasol, and also like food, normal food. If you want to buy some meat for a package of chicken, last time I bought 500 gram, it was like €7.15, and this is just if I cook for myself. It's not I have to cook for a whole family. It's not cheap, and we have to take care of what we also want to buy to eat. So most time we don't buy meat.
What about your car? Do you have a big car? How much does it cost to fill up your tank?
If it's empty, €110.
Wow.
And it's not that big, this car, but it's an old car, so yeah, it's like 50 liter, and normally prices nearly €2 per liter, so yeah.
What are you and your friends doing to cut down on costs, apart from not eating meat, not driving your car as much?
I think we don't go in the restaurant so often. We also cook at home if we want to meet and eat together. So also before, I would say I like shopping very much, and I met my friends just to go a little bit to shop in the city. Now we don't do this anymore, really. I just go sometimes if I need stuff, really. It's not I shop if this looks good, I want to buy it. So it's just if I need a new pair of socks, I go and buy them, and then I leave the shop so I can't give all the money.
I need to learn how to do that as well.
Yeah.
Here we are making our bread, and the special kind of bread because it's get like a balloon.
So we're just back in the centre of the city, and I've put my order in for a lovely kebab because we're in a Turkish restaurant called Okbashai, and I'm here with the manager, Dalal, to talk about the cost of living. Hi, Dalal.
Hi.
Dalal, what I want to know from you is what it's like running a restaurant when prices are so high right now.
First, it's of course a lot of fun to manage a restaurant, I have to say, because we have a lot of different kinds of people here and a lot of socializing atmosphere, and it's really good. But there were also some feedback which wasn't so good, because some people just say, why are the prices so high? But I can't manage it because of the energy prices, and everything is get more expensive, and so we have to manage it like that.
Have you found that some people aren't coming out as much? They're not eating out as much?
Yeah, of course. For example, at first they came one time in a week or 2 times in a week, and now maybe they come only 1 time in a month. So you see the difference, of course. So it's really changed.
And how do you feel about this year? Are you worried about how you're going to manage the business?
Yeah, of course, I'm really worried about, but I also have to say that now we can see a stop here in Germany. So we're looking positive for the future, because the problem is also we have Corona for 2 years, so we have to build us again, and prices are rising. It's a problem. So we are really worried about, but we're positive. So we will stay positive, of course, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, perfect.
Glad
Thank you.
to hear it. I'm stuffed after that meal. Well, I think it's time for a beer, but luckily we have two of Dresden's younger residents to show us where the best place to go is. Jasper and Friedrich. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So, have you guys noticed in the past couple of months that the price of things have just gone up so much?
Yeah, really. They have this food in Germany. It's called the Donuts. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like it's from two Turkish guys who moved to Germany. They invented it, and it's like kebab in bread and with salad.
Ooh.
And that thing is costed like €3, $3.20.
Yeah.
About 5 years ago. Now it's like 7.
Friedrich, how would you get your money? Would you get it from your mum? Do you have a part-time job?
Help my cousin with school. He's like in 4th grade now.
Yeah.
So I get like €20 a week for that.
Okay.
And then I also get pocket money to buy like my food and my clothes and stuff.
For a long time I had enough money, and now I'm also thinking to do a job like helping with homework or something like that, because now I have also to think how much money I spend to things.
And I'm sure if your parents aren't buying as many things, you'll notice that yourself, and you feel the sense of people not spending as much. Do you get that sense?
Well, yes, of course. Like my father is always complaining about how my mother is going to the expensive store for food, and he's going to like the cheaper brands. So he's really into that. My mother doesn't really care about it. She just complains about how much it is.
Have you had any conversations with your parents about how can you save energy in the house? Don't be turning the heat on at certain times. And Jasper, you're nodding.
Yeah, so for example, that we should watch how long we take a shower or which temperature. So such things, and yeah, of course, my parents also talked about it, how we can save money.
It's the next day now, and we're going to go a little bit outside of the city centre to get a flavour for big German manufacturing.
I will show you the plant.
We've arrived at SolarWatt, a renewable energy company that makes solar panels, solar batteries and energy management. So after a 20-minute drive outside of the city, we've come to a glass-fronted, tall building to meet SolarWatt Chief Executive Detlef Neuhaus. Hi, Detlef.
Hi.
So SolarWatt is one of the biggest renewable companies in Germany. It's a pleasure to be here, but just tell us what you do here and what you make.
Okay, so we are since 30 years in the business and producing SolarWatt panels and storages, battery storages and energy management systems, so hardware and software.
Great. So who are your clients? So people at home? Are they businesses? Are they from all around the world?
They are basically from all around the world, so we are more European focused. But we're an international company, yes.
We're here to talk about the cost of living. One of the big topics that we're talking about is the war in Ukraine. And because of that, everyone's had to think differently about how we get our energy, how it's supplied. Has that actually been a benefit to SolarWatt?
Such an event as a war in Europe is never something what I would call benefit, but it's something which has changed the people's mind. So we saw before this Russian aggression, big growth in renewables, driven by the tremendous low costs of renewable energy, and even before this raise up of the energy costs we see now, and people were more realizing that this climate change thing is something which is really, really dangerous, and it's coming not in 100 years, it's coming now, and it's here now. So this was driving the growth. The Russian war, also, had made people afraid, and they were even realizing how dependent we are from those countries who are not sharing our values and who are using energy as a weapon. The reason why it was so exploding in the first half year, the demand of clean energy, I don't think it will go away. I think for the next 10 years it will grow tremendously, but I hope that the reason is not to be afraid of war,
Just sticking to energy, on the other side of it, you are a huge manufacturer, and because Germany relied so heavily on Russia for its oil and gas and energy prices have gone up. Is it costing more now for you to produce what you're producing?
Yeah, of course. It's not only energy prices. It's also that the prices in the value chain were going up, and all these problems were caused by COVID. Yes, production costs are going up. Even labors are going up because people demanding now more money for good reasons. We can not follow all these requests, but we do the best we can. At the moment, we are getting that balanced with good prices we can achieve in the market, because everywhere going prices up.
You were kind of mentioning about supply chains. Would you do much business with China, and were you affected by the economic slowdown there, the fact that China essentially wasn't manufacturing anymore?
Yeah, that is true unfortunately, for the whole business. The whole solar business and even the battery business is highly depending on China. That's something we have to find a solution for, and the only solution can be that we are working on bringing back solar industry and renewable industry back to Europe. I would like to see it in Germany, but when it's in Europe, I'm even happy, but that's a must. Otherwise, we are so highly dependent from a country which has a different system. I don't say bad or good, so I don't mind, but it's a different system with different values. And we are 90% depending from this country for all the resources we need. And that's a situation which is totally clear, which we cannot accept. So nobody, even a private person, nobody would do that. We have done that by different reasons. We have done that by oil, we have done that by gas, and somehow in a point of lifetime you need to learn.
That was Detlef Neuhaus, Chief Executive of renewable energy company SolarWatt in Dresden, ending the last episode of our Cost of Living series. Situated in the east of Germany, Dresden's former and current links to Russia, culturally and energy-wise, means that the area has been hard hit with the cost of living. Businesses are trying to cut back while raising prices, while consumers are trying to curb spending while prices are high. And all the while, as the war in Ukraine continues to keep prices high, some in the region of Saxony are wondering whether it was right to sever all links to Russia at the expense of Germany's economy.